Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Niwa author interview. Today, we are joined with Holly Bernabe, who writes as HL Bernabe. And your most recent novel is, or most recent book is Remnants, right? It's an anthology collection with two other authors. And
Yes.
can you tell us a
Well,
little?
two editors and a whole host of ladies. There's, I think, 13, 14 of us have stories in it. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So, you're, let me do that. Okay. Let's see. So, yeah, can you tell us a little bit more about that? So, there's a whole bunch of you have stories in there.
This is the book, actually, right here. I don't know if you can.
Okay.
Ah,
It's a little
it doesn't want
blurry.
to. Oh, well,
Yeah, you got the
it
blur
doesn't
on,
want to.
so it's
I know it doesn't want to. Anyway, the book is Remnants, and I'm the facilitator of a women's writing group called Women Writing Other Worlds, and we decided that we wanted to put an anthology together. And so three of us created a committee to put the anthology together. And as I said, a whole bunch of us have stories in it. And it's about things that are lost, secrets that are revealed, and it features strong female characters.
okay. And then your story, can you tell us a little bit about what your story is in there?
Well, my story is about a woman who she's an unreliable narrator. She's struggling because her wife and daughter died in a tragic collision a year before, and this story is her coming to terms with that. And it's magical realism, so there's an element of that in there. All of the stories in here are fantasy, sci-fi, that sort of thing, speculative fiction, um, and mine is as well. But I tried to write it in such a way that made people ask, "Is it or is it not?"
Okay. Well, that sounds fun then. The so let's see, you also have a fantasy novel out called Her Grace, which
Yeah,
is
by
part
her
of
grace.
By Her Grace, okay, which
Mhm.
is part of the Dill Chronicles series, right?
Yes,
So, and this
yes.
one's a novella.
It's the prequel
Uh,
to the rest of the series. I wrote the original three books back in 2020 during the whole pandemic, and then I've been editing book one and rewriting and rewriting ever since. And I thought when I published that one that I'd be done with it in about 6 months, and that was back in like 2023, beginning 2023. So it took a little longer than I thought. But yeah, it's coming out later this year, and I'm excited about that because it's been a lot of work, a lot of
the
lot of love
the
put
rest of
into
the series is coming out this year.
book
You
one.
said,
Book
oh,
one,
book one
yes.
is.
And
Oh,
then
okay,
now I'm working on book two. So
all right, okay. And so the novella is a prequel to the series that's coming
yes,
out.
that's correct.
Okay, can you tell us a bit about that series some more? Like,
Sure.
what does it go with?
It
It is.
it is an interesting genre blend, mashup between cozy fantasy and epic fantasy, which you wouldn't think go
Hmm,
together because
mhm,
cozy is low stakes, it's found family, it's close and homey,
mhm,
whereas epic fantasy, sword, sorcery, quests, heroes, all that kind of stuff. But I've interwoven those two elements together, and basically, it's about a halfling chef who decides he wants to learn how to create the cuisines of the world and wants to travel and learn. And she goes out on her quest. She finally gets the courage to do so, and immediately gets thrust into this war that she wants no part of. She develops magic, and she's like the first person in 500 years that has learned to use magic. And coincidentally, an evil bad guy has also returned, who magic is the only thing that can destroy him. So he wants her dead. And and
right.
so,
As one
but
would.
despite all those huge stakes, she still is keeping it small and local and changing lives from place to place to place and making friends and like family as she goes. So, um, food is a bridge, it helps people come together. And so there's a lot of that, a lot of cooking, a lot of friends being together and working out problems. So, yeah.
Oh, the food. So kind of a magical Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah,
In a way.
in a way. Yeah,
Except with the,
exactly.
fighting the evil Lord Warlord. Um,
Yeah, he was always traveling everywhere and trying everything.
yeah. No, that sounds really cool. So the prequel then, is that with her in it, or is that a separate
That's
test
her
character?
in it. It's the push that gives her the kick in the pants to go out and actually chase her dreams. Because up to then, she's a young woman. She's just come of age, and she's just a little scared to go out into the world. She's afraid what people will think about her. She feels like she's got responsibilities, those kinds of things holding her back, and a series of events happen that make her really change as a person. And yeah, there's lots of cooking in that one too.
Okay, that's good. So do you cook yourself a lot? Is this where this
uh,
comes from?
no, well, I like to cook, but not for myself. I like to entertain.
Mhm.
And of course she represents that, but she's actually more representative of my husband because he wanted to be a chef, and he passed away back in 2019. So he's a huge influence in a lot of the characters and the things that they do. Uh, and yeah, he shows up all the time.
That. So let's see. In your bio, you mentioned also that you practice martial arts. So
Mhm.
what martial art do you practice, or arts,
Well,
plural,
I
or
I when I was in my 20s, I did kung
Mhm.
fu, and then in my 30s, I was practicing eskrima and a little more kung fu, and then last year I started taking some um, uh, historical European martial arts, the HEMA,
yeah.
um, and learning that, which was fantastic because the instructor gave me all kinds of wonderful information that I could include into the book and to make it more realistic for the fight scenes and whatnot.
Oh,
And
wow.
it was really interesting is how much of what I had learned before really did get incorporated, even though they're different regions of the world, it's still all martial arts, and it's still a lot of the same kinds of maneuvers and movements. And so it was reassuring to me learning that, so that because the first book I had already put out before I started taking the HEMA class, and so it was good to learn that what I did was correct.
Oh, excellent.
I choreographed it all right.
All right. That's always good to know. So I
Yes.
love, especially when you know after the fact, because
Yes, yeah. It's like, well, this is what I would do for Kung Fu. So yeah, I'll have her do this and this and this. And okay. But it worked for Hema as well. So
yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of grappling, which I didn't really consider that.
Can you
You
name
think
what there is?
European martial arts, you think jousting and knights and swords and things like that, right?
Yeah.
No, there's way more into it than that.
Oh, okay. Wow. That does sound interesting then. Yeah. Well, look forward to hearing more about that. So I guess that's what you're going to be working on for a while, is these next three books.
Oh yeah. I
Is,
mean, one one of the things I've learned through this experience is I will never write the entire series all in a row without editing each one first, because all of my changes in book one is now meaning that I'm having to rewrite a lot of book two. I'm going to have to rewrite a lot of book three because there's so much different. And so I'm just like, but I'm retired now. So I have more
oh,
time and I can actually, do it faster.
yeah, right. That's always a plus. Yeah. Over time.
I'm
So,
excited about that. That's part of what took so long is working so much.
right. Okay. And so you are a member of Niwa, the Northwest Independent Writers Association. I don't know if I mentioned that part before, but yeah, of
Yeah.
Niwa. How long have you been a member there?
Well,
And
I heard about it last year at Oricon, and
oh,
I thought that sounds like that would be a good organization to get into. And so a few months ago, I was looking into doing like different conventions and things like that. And I thought, you know what, I should join, and because I'm sure that they're going to have like tables and be representing and stuff, and I thought that would be fun since I'm going to be retired. I would have time to do those kinds of things. And so I did. I joined a few months ago, I think.
okay. Have you done any of the events yet,
I
or have you
did.
signed
I
up for
went
some?
to Beaver, yeah, I went to Beaver State Comic Con a couple
Hmm.
weeks ago, and Lapine Rhubarb Festival is coming up later this month, which I plan on going to that too, because that's not too far from where I am. I'm in Redmond, so yeah.
Yeah. So aside from the events, is there any other resources you found through them or that you've been able to use yet, or has that been mostly it? Or
No, I saw that that there was going to be meet and greet next week, and I'm so sad that I'm going to miss that because I'm going to
oh,
be in Corvallis. I'm
oh,
visiting my family.
well,
Um,
it's going to be in
but
Salem. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that looked like that would be a lot of fun. But I fully intend to go to whatever ones that I can because it's so great to meet uh, writers that are more local to me. I have a fairly large network that I talk to and I work with that are scattered all over the globe and all over the United States, but I don't know a lot of people that are here. So I'm looking forward to getting involved with the groups so that I can actually meet people near me.
That makes sense. Are you in the go to the Tuesday night Zoom meetings too? Then
The
the
for
monthly.
Central Oregon Writers Group,
No, the
or
so we have a Zoom meeting every the first Tuesday of every month or second Tuesday of every month,
oh, right, right.
which is actually tonight.
Yeah, there's one coming tonight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that because
yeah.
I've been wanting to go to one. I just haven't had a chance to yet
So
because I was working up until last month.
yeah, okay. Yeah, the link will be in the Facebook group. And for anybody who's watching this, and it won't be Tuesday night when you watch this because it'll get uploaded on a Friday morning. So everybody watching this on YouTube, that's the second Tuesday of every month. So that's one of the things we do at Niwa is have those and lots of cool stuff going on there. So for you, any other upcoming events? You mentioned the Lapine Rhubarb Festival. Was there any
Yeah.
others? Anything you're
I
doing
think
as
the
well?
Mount Angel one sounds like it would be a lot of fun. I heard a lot about it from Patty at the con last couple weeks ago. She was talking about it and how it's always a big deal, and there's a lot of fun stuff going on there. And so I thought that would be a good one to go to.
All right. Well, aside from that, where else can people find you? Do you have a website and social media and all of
I
that?
do. Yeah, I'm on Patreon. I'm also on, I have a website. It's hlbernabe.com. My Patreon is author HL Bernabe. And actually, I think pretty much all of my like Instagram and threads and Facebook and stuff, I should be available. It's either author HL Bernabe or HL Bernabe. Um, and you can find me those ways. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you very much. Then. And is there anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Well, I'm excited to be part of the group. Thank you for inviting me to talk.
Thanks. Thank you.